Hi guys, it's Angela. This is like my 5th attempt to do this video this morning, so hopefully I'll get it done this time. This is July 3rd, 2013, so just an FYI, depending on when you're watching this, happy 4th of July. So, and there he is. Daniel is saying hi. One of the things that I talked about a couple of weeks ago was the fact that I was struggling psychologically about being in maintenance mode. After having lost 145 pounds over the course of the last 18 months, I was psychologically kind of in a place where, one, I didn't feel like I'd lost any weight. Two, I was dealing with the aspect of having extra skin. And here's the deal about the extra skin. If you haven't ever, if you've never been morbidly obese and lost all the weight, you wouldn't understand this, but when you lose that amount of weight in a very short period of time, and a year and a half is very quick, I would have ended up with extra skin regardless of how I would have lost the weight, because I was just too heavy to not have that elasticity somehow break down. The thing is, when you have extra skin, when I look in the mirror, I still see fat. And the reality is it's not fat, it's just extra skin, and it's not the most attractive thing in the world. And so it's very hard to psychologically wrap your mind around the fact that you've lost any weight. And when I started looking at it in that perspective, I started realizing, okay, I need to give myself a break here. I have lost an incredible amount of weight. I've lost a person. And I may not be able to see it for whatever reason, whether it's psychological, whether it's because of the extra skin, whatever reason that my mind is playing tricks on me. I need to give myself a break, step back from this, and realize, wow, I've lost a person. I've lost 145 pounds, and I need to give myself credit for that. So first of all, I just want everybody out there who have been supporting me and saying you're doing great, and have watched my videos and been supportive of me. I really do realize that I've done well, and I am trying to be up about all of this and realize that this has been great, and this has been the best thing I've ever done in my life, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. But at the same time, I wanted to look at myself through the eyes of a nurse, since I'm in nursing school, and kind of do an assessment on myself and really try to figure out one of the things or a couple of things that I could do to help me along in this journey from where I'm at. I'm in maintenance mode. So I started thinking about the things that I'm going through psychologically, and trying to get perspective, one, on how far I've come. When I first had surgery, I was eating, and I'm having some visual aids here, I was eating about 1/4 of a cup. Not so much. Very little food. So here's my hand. You can see how big that is. Not very much. Over the course of a year and a half, I am now eating at any given time a snack or meal. This is a half cup, so it's twice the size of that little blue thing, and to a cup. So half a cup to a cup, sometimes in between those two sizes there. And when I look at that, I realize, one, I'm still not eating a whole lot. Now, I can eat often. So that's really what I needed to look at, how often I was eating. And when I'm in school, that's not a problem. I can, I eat breakfast on the way to school or on the way to clinical. I'll have a snack mid-morning. I'll have lunch. I'll have a snack on the way home or sometime in the afternoon, and then I'll have dinner, maybe something right before I go to bed. So normally 5 to 6 times a day. But when I'm home, sometimes I graze. And that was kind of the issue. I think I was seeing myself graze too much and kind of flipping out a little bit. And when you're home, it's just easy to do. So I kind of realized that one of the things I needed to do for myself was to have some accountability. And so what I've done is I've joined Weight Watchers Online again. Now, for those of you who know me from prior to my weight loss, or have watched any of my videos, you realize that I had been on Weight Watchers since I was very young. I started Weight Watchers the first time when I was 12 or 13 years old, and had some moderate success at times over the course of my life. I had really good success in my mid-20s where I'd lost 65 pounds, but I was not able to maintain it, obviously, because of the other issues that I had going on in my life, hormone issues. I did that like 2 or 3 times. I lost 65 pounds. 65 pounds was kind of my thing. I could get to 65 pounds and I just could not get past that. But one of the things that I appreciate about Weight Watchers is that it's extremely healthy, and it's endorsed, and those that are part of the health care environment and organizations, they promote Weight Watchers as a good way and a healthy way to lose weight. And I've always known that and always appreciated what they do. And it's hard because when you have gastric bypass, I think you kind of feel like you don't belong in certain places because you've had gastric bypass, like you cheated. And I think that's a wrong stigma that people who have had weight loss surgery get, because other people say that about us. And so we start carrying that. And the reality is that's not true. There's no way in the world having gastric bypass or any other weight loss surgery is cheating. It is a medical procedure that helps you get well. And if you had a heart problem, you would have heart surgery so your heart would be healthy. And you would take care of those things so you would have good cardiovascular health, so you wouldn't have a heart attack and die. So if you're, morbidly obese and you decide to have a surgery, why is that stigmatized? So that's kind of my other little thing. But anyway, I did join Weight Watchers online yesterday again, and really I did that for myself so that I would have accountability. I loved being a part of Weight Watchers. It's very supportive. You can get online or you can go to meetings, but you can get involved with people who are in the same boat as you, trying to be healthy, trying to do things the right way. And so one of the things is I have great tools online. You can log exactly what you're eating, and that's what I really needed. I realized that's what I really needed is the support and the ability to just keep myself accountable. And I like the accountability. So that's what I did. I joined Weight Watchers online yesterday. I'm not going to really follow it until Friday because I'm not really worried about not following it for 2 days, but it's the holidays, so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to flip out about not following it in the next couple of days. Not that I'm going to be like gorging out, because that's not what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to chill out for a couple of days and not do anything. So Friday I'm going to start actually following Weight Watchers online. And when I say following Weight Watchers online, I'll stay within the points, obviously, that they've set for me. I don't think I will exceed those points because it's very moderate for where I'm at as far as my weight now, which is kind of bizarre. I've never been at this points level, which is nice. And I'm not intimidated about it at all. And I'm enjoying it. I went back on the website and kind of looked around, and I actually went to my local Weight Watchers store and got a couple of resources that I felt would help me, and I'm going to enjoy it. I don't feel like that I'm in weight loss mode. I'm in maintenance mode, and if someone needs extra help, then you should look out for resources that will help you in that way. So another thing that I've looked into is a resource that I'll be using sometime probably after I'm finished with this semester. I think I'm going to do this. It's called the 5-Day Pouch Test, and it's a program where it's specifically for gastric bypass patients or patients who have lap band that help them kind of get back to how they were eating when they first had surgery, to kind of test how much their pouch is. It kind of gives their pouch a rest, so it's not filling up and emptying, filling up and emptying. The first couple of days of the 5-Day Pouch Test, the first 2 days, are just liquid food sources, so protein shakes, clear soups, and sugar-free gel, things that we would have the first couple of months after surgery. And then the next 2 days are the soft foods, where you can have puddings and and you can have some lean proteins. You can have eggs, and then the last day or two, you're having the more protein and then adding in your carbohydrates in the forms of fresh fruits and vegetables, which is where we all should be anyway. So it's really just to help you get back to where you were when you first had surgery, and it does kind of restrict your calories a little bit just by the nature of the 5-day pouch test, not because they're trying to restrict calories, it's not the point, but it is to help kind of give it a break, give your little stomach in there a break. And so I plan on doing this later after I finish with the semester, because restricting any type of calories, no matter how you're doing it, and when you're busy and stressed, it's not the time to do something like this. So I'm going to wait and do that at some point in between semesters, just to give myself a break and to see how it works for me. Now, say that you usually lose about 5 pounds of water weight if you're carrying extra water weight at that point in time. But I really don't have to worry about weight loss at this point. My weight is just where it needs to be, and I'm exactly where my goal weight is. I'm about 20 pounds less than my doctor's goal weight, and so I'm very happy. But for me, I think if you're not conscious and conscientious about where you're at in maintenance, then I think you can start having problems. And so I'm going to nip it in the bud now. If I feel like I'm struggling, then why don't I just take care of it now? And so that's why I've joined Weight Watchers Online. That's why I've taken some precautionary measures to get my mind where it needs to be, where I feel like I'm doing stuff and I'm not kind of letting myself kind of be out there in limbo waiting for, me to start gaining weight, and that's not going to happen. So another thing I wanted to do today is to talk about some products that I feel like are really, really helpful. So whether you've had gastric bypass, or people have had gastric bypass, or you just want to lose some weight and you're looking for some great products, these are some things that I find helpful. So my first thing, order of business here is, people have asked me what kind of vitamins that I'm using still, and I am using Celebrate vitamins. So these are great for anybody who's had weight loss surgery, or if you struggle to have regular vitamins. These are great tasting. These are Celebrate vitamins. This is the multivitamin chewable. It's the pineapple strawberry, which tastes great. I have 2 of these a day, and this baby has 5,833% of my vitamin B12. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason why I do not have to have vitamin B12 shots. So my vitamin B12 level, all my vitamin levels, with the exception of vitamin D, which is a little bit low, this has really helped me. I do stay on this very consistently, twice a day. If I miss it one a day, not that I feel it, but I feel bad like I didn't have it. I'm like, why did I didn't treat myself? This is healthy stuff. So Celebrate Vitamin is awesome. And the only thing it doesn't have is the calcium. And so I also use calcium from Celebrate Vitamins. This is the calcium plus the 500 of the vitamin D. You can have 3 of these a day. I also use other sources of calcium, so like calcium chews. I get those at Walgreens or online. I also get them from Diet Direct or Bariatric Vitamin Direct, and they have great bariatric products. Another thing that I've gotten from Diet Direct is this. This is awesome, people. These are oatmeal raisin with icing cookies. They're called Wonder Slim oatmeal cookies. They also come in chocolate chip, and they're about 150 to 170 calories. This is 170, and they have the perfect balance of carbohydrate and protein. 14 grams of carbohydrate minus 2 grams of the fiber, and then 15 grams of protein in one of these babies. This is just the size of a cookie. It's a decent sized cookie. I can have one of these for like snack or even for breakfast if I didn't have my protein shake. And it's great. For those who are looking to lose weight, whether you have any type of weight loss surgery or not, one of the helpful things to do to keep you feeling full and to make sure you get your protein for the day is to have a complete balance between your carbohydrates and proteins. And I try to balance this very well. I try to have the same amount of carbohydrates as I have proteins. The reason why I do that, one, is It helps with your insulin and how you process glucose. And I feel so much better when I'm eating a balance. And 2, you need your protein. The vast majority of Americans, without a shadow of a doubt, way overeat their carbohydrates and don't eat enough protein. So if you're looking to boost up your protein, that's one of the great resources that I have. And they're a little bit spendy. I think that box cost me $11, and I think there's 6 or 7 cookies in there. So they're a little bit spendy, but they're a treat for me. I don't have them all the time. I have maybe one every couple of weeks for a snack. One of the other snack things that I use is Pop Chips, and these are the tortilla chips. I love Pop Chips tortilla chips. They're kind of like a Pop Chip and kind of like a tortilla chip. They're not quite either one. And they come in 3 varieties, either the individual snack packs that I get off on Amazon.com, and you get like a big box full of 3 different varieties. These are the salsa, the nacho cheese, and then the ranch tortilla chip flavor. And again, they're like 110 calories in those packages. I usually pair that with like a reduced fat cheese stick from Sargento, or just a slice of cheese, and that really helps me have my protein and my carbohydrate. And having Pop Chips every once in a while, and really I only have these maybe once or twice a week again, really helps me feel like I'm satisfying myself, satisfying my little like snack feel that I need sometimes, and also feel like I'm not having to feel guilty about eating. I'm eating okay, and having a snack every once in a while is not a problem. It's good. So that's where I'm at. And then the final thing that I want to talk about is people have asked about my protein shakes again. And when I first started with my weight loss, I was doing Undri, which is medically approved protein that I got through my hospital, and then I would order it online. Now I've been experimenting with a few other varieties, and this is kind of my favorite right now. This is BSN Lean Dessert Protein. You can get this Vitacost, several different online providers. And this one's chocolate fudge. I also have the coconut candy bar. Awesome. And I use about a scoop of that and ice, 12 to 16 ounces of cold coffee that I make in my Keurig. And then I also add in about a cup, 8 ounces of almond milk. I use the unsweetened vanilla almond milk for 30 calories per cup. And then I shake that up with ice and then a little bit of this. And this stuff is fabulous as well. Hershey's sugar-free syrup. I have a hard time finding this stuff. Usually I have to get it either online in bulk at Amazon.com. I can usually find it at Walmart. I can't find it at King Soopers. I've tried other places. So really Walmart and Amazon.com, I can find the sugar-free. And I just put a little squirt in that, and with my protein shake, mix it up for 2 minutes with my shaker, my blender ball shaker. And the lean dessert comes out a little bit more thick than Undri and some other protein powders. So that's my recommendation for the day. And I hope everybody's having a great day and a great week and a great month. And thank you again for all your encouragement and your just the things that you say to me online or not online, and encouraging me and appreciating the journey that I've been on. And for those of you who say that I'm inspiring you, thank you. That makes me feel good. So anyway, hope you're all having a great day, and talk to you guys later. Bye.